hard to imagine that Prince Harry could have got, well, this so badly wrong. But seemingly, once again, he has. But how is it going to pan out? And what will those celebrity pals now make of this? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Isn't it nice today? So nice, isn't it, to get out in the sun? And you will have noticed, as somebody swiftly remarked, I've been able to take the coat off. Yes, still with me though. You never know. As I say, if you're coming to London, I know you think I'm a bit daft, but when you come to London, you just never know. Well, you know, the United Kingdom, wherever you are, you just never know. Rain at any moment, suddenly can get very cold. You know what it's like. So just be prepared. Flask, jammy Dodgers, sachets of Horlicks, and a pack of Mac. You'll be all right, I think. Yes. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. This is really serious, in fact, because as I say, when you're Prince Harry, you know, and you've aligned yourself, and you think, if you remember last year or earlier this year, should I say, he was doing those big interviews saying how it was his mission in life to basically make sure that the British press were curtailed, you know, they were going to behave and all that sort of stuff. All very sterling stuff, wasn't it? And then we saw him pop over for that preliminary hearing for the High Court. Not needed, of course, but he needed an injection of publicity, and so he got it, and, you know, kind of worked for him, as many people might say. But I think what's interesting here now is that Harry, along with his good chums, the likes of Elizabeth Hurley, Sir Elton John, and of course the floppy-haired actor Hugh Grant, well, they're all busy, of course, taking certain British newspapers to task over alleged hacking claims. And as we also found out earlier this week, Prince William very quietly and very sagely settled with that particular news group and then very kindly donated all of the money to two charities, one of them being one of Prince Harry's. No mention of that, of course, was there? Ungrateful or what? But now, as the judge has pointed out to Prince Harry, the inconsistencies that he's had has made his legal team very nervous, as one can imagine, allegedly. And the bottom line is, you see, you've got to remember what you say. Now, we don't need to go into great detail about what the court document says and what he says and the timescale. But the bigger picture is this. It's truly a very difficult time, because if Prince Harry does lose any of these cases, whether he wants to pursue and carry on an appeal, it's going to cost thousands of pounds, could run into millions, and in fact, it could become his whole life's mission, as he claimed he wanted it to be. But at what cost? You see, Prince William knows that there's no real winner in the tabloid world. You need them to help you promote what you want, and then from time to time, they try and exploit you in the negative. But really, it's a kind of gentleman's agreement. It's not just like this in Britain, it's like this around the world. It's called business, something that Harry doesn't really know much about. Now, while the likes of, say, Sir Elton John, Hugh Grant, and Elizabeth Hurley have yet to decide their course, they could have, of course, a more succinct and robust, story. Maybe theirs are tighter than Prince Harry's. But what the judge said earlier this week is making not just Prince Harry rethink, but again, his big legal team. And the bottom line is, the more he pursues this, the more he could stand to lose. Literally, quite literally, everything. And perhaps the very sage advice from his elder brother, Prince William, about settling, moving on with your life, and quite simply, well, letting things go on, could have been the best course of action for Prince Harry. But naturally, hot-headed Harry felt differently. But at what cost? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.